Hi, it's Megan. Yesterday I stopped at my local Neiman Marcus to pick up some of the Tom Ford Soleil summer collection, and I promised to get this video up quickly, and I'm going to do a separate video for the lip color and a separate color, so I only got one lip color, and a separate video for the eye duos with the cream shadows and then the regular shadows. And so I'm going to describe kind of what I thought of the whole collection in this video, since this is the video for the palette, the compact, I guess, Eye and Cheek Compact. And then the only other thing, well, I guess I'll discuss kind of my overview on this one, and then when I discuss the lip colors, I'll do it in the lip video. When I discuss the duos, I'll do it in the video for the duo I'm going to do, and then I'll link the videos to each of those in the description of this video. But this video is probably going to go up first, so it'll probably take me a few hours to get those up. I'll shoot them all at the same time and then just edit them separately. So what did I think, first of all, about the overall collection? I thought, just my first impression was there's a definite look to it, which is this sheer, shimmer, strong eye, and a lot of kind of semi-sheer lips that, from what I understand, don't wear super shimmery ones. The two new ones don't wear quite as well as maybe would have been expected, but the look is just very summery, very warm toned. I kind of got gold glimpses, this really beautiful gold sheen, not as an artificial gold sheen and not a super warm gold sheen, but I kind of see it throughout a lot of the pieces. Obviously not the lip I have on, but in the blush I can see it, and in both of the blushes. And so if you don't like gold, it's not a super warm gold, but that definitely is a feel. When they say Soleil, they mean sun touched, with the bronzes, the golds, the shimmers. So that was my first impression. My next impression was the quality of all the products, although I don't know, I guess some people don't like the lip colors, but other than that, I felt like everything was incredibly high quality. I wasn't so thrilled with the duos that Tom Ford did in the spring. I thought that that was kind of a little step down quality-wise from some of the other shadows that I tried from him, but I feel like the quality across the board on this collection is jumping back up. So that's kind of my overview, and then this is the compact. It's really beautiful. So instead of those square corners, we've got a rounded one. I have a hard time opening this for some reason. Don't know why. It's got the gold right here, which is really pretty, and it comes in a white pouch and a gold box. And it opens up. It's got a really pretty mirror that says Tom Ford on it, which I'm not going to show here. And it bends all the way, or you can have it stand up, which is kind of cool. Not a lot of mirrors do that, completely flat or stand up. But this is what it looks like. Really beautiful. I'm kind of looking to the side, so looking, wow, that's so pretty. It's so pretty. It really is. And so you have an eyeshadow. You have a shimmery eyeshadow. They're all shimmery here. And then you've got a highlight blush, and then you've got another blush. Now, one of the things that Tom Ford had done a couple times is doing these two, kind of a highlight blush and a blush. And so I did not apply it that way, but you can apply the darker blush kind of under your cheekbone and then the peachy one right up here. I didn't do it just because on me, I don't like using as a contour a blush that has shimmer in it. It's just a personal thing, but if you like it, it has a slight shimmer. And I did put the blush, what I've been doing is I've been putting my blush kind of on the apple of my cheeks, and then I put the highlight here. The other thing that I did, which I normally don't do on videos like this, is my Tom Ford rep, who's wonderful and honest, I think, about what she thinks, was nudging me towards mixing in a little bit of black eyeliner, and I agree with her on the collection in general. First of all, I think that anytime you have a collection that's got a lot of peaches, pinks, reds, plums, sometimes even purple on me, having a little bit of black eyeliner prevents your eyes from getting that kind of rabbity washed out look, which I can get. And so in this video, I did a little bit of black eyeliner, which I actually think makes it look even prettier. Now, you don't need it, and especially if you're looking for a more beachy look, then obviously you don't want it, but it seems to go with kind of the strong eye look throughout the collection, and then just that really pretty soft sheen. It kind of browns it. So this is, oh, it hurts to say it, $95 for 0.47 ounces, but everything in it is gorgeous. So They don't, he did not, the brand, Tom Ford, whomever, did not label the colors, so I'm just gonna have to go through them. They don't have names or whatever. So this is the first shade right here. And this I put right up here as a highlight, and then I also put it just in the inner corner of my eyes. And this right here is like a light white beige, but as with everything, it almost, to me, looks like it has just a little soft gold shimmer. Not a warm shimmer of gold, like I said, but just, I don't know, I see it there. It reminds me actually of the Camille de Plume's, the Chanel highlighter at Christmas time. That's what it reminds me of. As soon as I put this on my eyes, before I even put any other eyeshadow, I kind of felt like my eyes just popped. So I'm a real big fan of this, and that's one of the things I would say about the eyeshadows in this collection, is that they can be all worn individually and just give a more natural kind of a look to whatever you're doing, including the more sheer ones. The next one's a gold. And so the first one's super, super creamy. This one feels a little chunky. And this is, oh, it's not going to show up much, is it? It's too light to show up on camera. It'll show up better on my finger. See, it's, again, it's a very similar shade, but it's got a lot more gold. You can actually see the visible sparkles. This is definitely a much golder version. Where the first one had a warm undertone and kind of a frosty sheen, this one has glitter. And it reminds me really of the MAC Press pigments, a little bit of the Urban Decay Moondust eyeshadows, the Bobbi Brown Sparkle eyeshadows in how it looks, but it's a little bit creamier. And it's not really, I don't know, I think it's kind of a sheer look, frankly. I'm not seeing, in both of them, they're not, this one gives you a little bit more of an opaque coverage, but it's a lighter shade. And so with this one right here, it's really gorgeous. It is actually, I was playing around with a lot of the Tom Ford eyeshadows at the store, and it really is, if you know their glitter eyeshadow, the feel of it and the look of it, that's really what it's like, but it's a super light color. And so both of these wore about 9 hours on me, with the first one being a lot more smooth, satiny, creamy in the application. This one being not like it's a tough application, but I kind of felt like I had to build it up to get really the texture, the amount of glitter I want. I did get a tiny amount of fallout. And so I put that over the next shade on this one. I did not put it on this one so you could see this shade alone, but I'll show you applying the gold. And I've just been using a really soft brush with it. And that's how they were showing it at the store, is taking the darker shade, whichever, you know, in this palette, or in the cream eyeshadows, they would take the cream eyeshadow and then apply the softer glittery shade over it to get kind of a beautiful wet shimmery look, because this does have a wet look to it, this particular shadow. And it also lightens it up a little bit, and that's where I think the black eyeliner also comes in handy. It kind of balances it. So the next one is a hard color to describe. So we've done the first two. Now I'm going to this one right here. This one's really a hard one to describe. That's what it looks like. It's going to show up better on my arm. I'm going to double swatch this just so that it's a little bit dark. Well, I didn't have to. It's easy to swatch. So we've had all these kind of Marsala things. This has a little bit less brown than I would say a Marsala does. But it's like a red with a pink, or maybe slightly plum, slightly, because I don't see a lot of purple in this undertone, but really like a red that's got this pink kind of undertone. You can kind of see little bits of orange or peach shimmer in it. And I saw this with the cream blush too, which is, and with this blush, there's almost, like I said, this gold sheen to the shades, and I can't quite describe it. It's not something that I've seen a lot. It does get almost to the borderline of metallic sometimes, but it doesn't quite cross over. And I have a problem with things that are too metallic. Since my skin tone is a little bit warm in undertone, something too metallic can look a little bit cool on me. This is definitely got that warm peachy sheen to it. And so this is on my lids with the gold now on both of them. And then I also have it under my eyes. And that little black keeps me from looking red-eyed. The next one is this highlight blush right here. And then I'm just going to show you this blush here. I'm not going to hold it up again. So this highlight blush is, let's put it further up on the arm. You can not see it. Let's put it back down here. Oh God, you know, sometimes I'm just completely lame. Okay, so you can see it's like a light peach. Does that show up? No? God, you know, just covering the basics, like doing a swatch. That's just all I ask of myself. So there you can see, this is a very warm, peachy pink, and I guess light to medium. It has definite sheen, and again, it's got that gold sheen to it that isn't quite metallic, so it does look more like a glow. And I didn't think that it really emphasized my pores, none of these, except for that one golden shadow that kind of had that wet feel that I put on top here. Everything here so far has had a creamy, buttery texture, very finely milled, and super pigmented in the application. So when I apply it, it looks like it looks in the pan, if that makes sense, and then it can be blended out. So this right here, I can actually use as a blush like I did with this darker one on my cheeks because I'm light enough, but I also just use it as a soft highlight. It's super, super pretty actually as an eyeshadow too. I do play around with this stuff before I do a video. The last one, I guess the blushes in this are my favorite, either together or alone. They're just so flattering. They just kind of make me glow, I guess is the way to say it. So this one's a little bit easier to describe. And let's see if I can handle a swatch. Yes, I did it. Right there. And it's this really rich plum pink. And it's obviously kind of dark, medium to dark, but it blends out really, really beautifully. I actually just had to dot this on my cheeks, and then this one I actually applied a little bit too dark, and for the videos I like to apply them a little bit darker than I would wear them in the real world, just so that they show up better. But this one I just dotted it on, and I still had to blend it out, even for the video. But you can see it kind of just, it makes me glow, in my opinion. Very buttery, very dense, very easy to apply. And I think it's a really, really solid, amazing, beautiful compact. The collection as a whole, you can really kind of tone it down and do a more natural, kind of a shimmery sheen look, but you can also really play it up and just build up the eyes and use one of these shimmery lipsticks that they have in this collection to get that kind of look that they have in the marketing. And I know the marketing photos are always, you know, photoshopped and doctored and professional and all that, but I do feel like they gave an accurate reflection of the feel of the collection, which is really just that shimmer, that sheen, and that golden glow. So anyway, that's what I have to say about this. Everything, all these colors have lasted about 9 hours. And I got just a tiny minimal amount of fallout from that one eyeshadow. Other than that, none. No creasing. It's just beautiful. So anyway, that's what I have to say about this. I will do a video for the Peach Duo, Eye Duo, and the Paradiso lipstick, which is on my lips right now. Thank you very much, and please subscribe on YouTube. It really does help me a lot. And then also, you know, when I left the store yesterday, I kind of felt like I got all I wanted out of the collection. Like, there was really nothing else I wanted. Some people aren't going to like this collection because it's got too much shimmer, it's got too much sheen, it's got a little bit of chunky glitter, it's got a little bit too much gold undertone going on, too sheer, but I kind of like that stuff. So summer collections are always my favorite. So if there are other pieces that you have that you really love, I would love to hear about it. Thank you. That's it.